Well, hi there, CNC Dude here. Thanks for tuning to my YouTube channel. Today I have a quickie, so quickie that I didn't even put my uniform. What I have here is a tool that I acquired recently on a larger lot of tools. Basically got a bunch of old tools, you know, there were mills, dies, taps, and a bunch of junk. I might as well just throw in the trash. But this guy was in that lot, and this is actually the item that I wanted. This is a Scissor Knurler, and the reason why I was interested on a Scissor Knurler is that apparently the way that you apply knurs in your piece on the lathe, there are different things that can happen. With this style, force is applied from the side, so you're basically pushing the part as you're applying force to knur the material. With the scissor knur, the force is from up and down, so that kind of pinches the part better and represents less stress on the part and the lathe. Now, as you can see, as well as acquiring this lovely tool, I also acquired a lot of rust. In fact, this piece is pretty much just chopped. It doesn't move. So this video is gonna be about rust removal. There is a lot of stuff on rust removal on the web. I have been watching some videos from Mr. Pete, also known as Tubal Cain, on how to apply a voltage and, you know, how to prepare the solution that you can use to remove rust. And considering all the junk that I acquired on that toolbox, I might have some material that I can use to remove rust, to work as electrodes. But I'm gonna try something different. I went to Harbor Freight and I acquired a gallon of Evapo-Rust. I hear this stuff is amazing. I hear this stuff is so good that it could remove the rust out of the Titanic. Now this is gonna be a quick video, as I am going to show you the beginning and the end, because the process of doing this is actually gonna take either 24 or 48 hours. So I'm gonna put this on a container with the Evapo-Rust, and then we're gonna see what happens. Alright, so all I was able to remove were these two nuts, and with a little bit of a mallet touch, I was able to get this to open. I have not been able to remove this guy, which means that I won't be able to open up the scissors, and I won't be able to remove the screws. So that's gonna make it tougher to place on a container. But I'm gonna use my double gulp, trusty double gulp cup. I'm gonna put it in like this. And now we're gonna put some Evaporust. Evaporust. The miraculous Evaporust. Okay. Here is my Evaporust pump or sump. According to the instructions, I'm supposed to leave it for 1 to 12 hours. So I'm gonna check on this tomorrow. For you, it's gonna be seconds. But just wanted to point out that according to the instruction, this only works if it is a 65 degrees Fahrenheit or more. It is probably somewhere along 80 or 90 degrees, so this is perfect. That means that doing this stuff on the winter is not going to work very well unless you do it inside of the house, which is I'm not certain. I don't think my wife's going to let me do it. But anyway, let's do a zoom into 12 hours into the future. Bam! Magic! It has been well, I'm not certain if it's 12 hours, most likely 10 or 11 hours. And I just wanted to show how it's starting to look. I'm actually impressed. I have heard this stuff is magical, and it wasn't a lie. I'm gonna use a glove here because I'm not certain if this stuff is going to do an Evapo hand, or Evaporate my hands. So I'm gonna chicken out here and use a glove to remove the part from the container. Should have taken pictures for before and after, but wow, where is the rust? I guess it has evaporated. Curiously, however, this knurler is still chopped. It doesn't move. This one moves. This one doesn't move. So I'm gonna have to check on what's the next step for that. This part is still. I think there's still a little bit of either rust in there, or this thing is threaded. I'll have to do a little bit of research. But this is moving very freely. There is no rust. There is no rust on the screw. Very impressive. Very impressive. I guess I'm gonna leave it in there just a little bit more, maybe 12 more hours to see what happens. I don't think the part is going to evaporate because the part is not made out of rust. We'll see. Maybe I just use it as it is if I manage to remove this. So the instructions say that once you take it out of the Evapo-Rust, you just clean it up with water. So I'll clean up with water, see if I can move this guy out of the screw so that I can handle this guy separately. And also I have to find out why this nerd is shut. Maybe this is bent, although it doesn't look bent. So I'm not certain what's going on, but Evapo-Rust, amazing stuff.